So, hello everyone, my name is Konstantin, and today me and our team that consists of such wonderful people that are listed here, like Wamo, Kostya, Anya, Natik, and Artyom, we will present you a solution for a challenge that was proposed by Ororo team that is called automatic generation of bibliographic metadata as a replacement for manual cataloging. And before we are going to start and before we are going deep in the intro, let's small describe. Like I imagine like a huge amount of libraries, and it's like a lot amount of people that are working here, librarians. And one of their job is making a manual filling in of the metadata of the book. I mean like a cover and title page. And our team has like find out as like a hit an option and provide as a challenge to resolve. It means like to generate a solution that can transform the images of the books to some text. And one of the part of the technical requirements was to provide this converting to the special format that's called MARC21. It's a special format of the data that was fully covered and was created partially for the librarians as well. So. You can see that we have created such a solution. Its solution in general like some kind of POC, fully documented and good enough, and it's pretty efficient by automatic data entry. And let's show this solution. On this diagram, you can see the full structure of such a solution. In general, it's full written on the Python, and it looks like 3 independent web microservices that can communicate like externally. So it means that like they don't have internal communication, but theoretically it can be done. So it's not a problem. Why we have chosen such an approach? Because from architecture perspective, web is one of the common and very popular platform for maintaining and hosting application, and as well, microservices provide for us granularity and modularity for the solution. It means like that if will be some additional requirements to extend such a solution, for example, to work. In that case, for example, we are working with for one of the services with providing data using easy OCR. It's a pre-trained model for character recognition and generative LLM model GPT API. So it's in case when it will be required, for example, to use some other OCR, it will be not a problem in general. So, and as you can see, first of the services it provides like on input, it's working with a scan of images. After that, it provides some text that is generated by OCR system. And after that, it provides a next request to second service that it provides with the JSON. Why we have chosen JSON? Because it's also really common and popular on the web development. And as well, it's also one of your common for future data integration with some other services. And after that, it will fill in to third one service that converts from JSON to MARC21. So let's go deep. First of all, let's start from the service that's called scan to text. So as I said before, we have as an entry point as a start. We have some ready-to-use images of the book, and we uploading the scan on our web service. It proceeds, analyze, and using our mentioned before OCR models, and returns the extracted text. This text can be sent as well as separate HTTP request to second service that it calls text to JSON. It as well, it's using post request, it's sending on our service, proceeding it using GPT API and transform into JSON format. After that, this response is used to send on third one service, JSON to MARC. That in general proceeds as JSON, validate, analyze it, and after that return required for us MARC21 data format. So, what's the benefits of our solution? It's easy to implement, it's straightforward, it's modular, it has huge granularity and modularity. It's really pretty easy to use. And as well, we have used some pre-trained models. And one of it's free to use open source, easy OCR. I think we can use it because it has a really huge amount of support of languages. And some kind of disadvantage of such a system that that reason that we have used a GPT API, it has some cost. And we have calculated in average it's around 3 cents per book. So it's good, it's a good one. And to show our results, we will provide some small demo. So I hope that you can see my screen. In general, that's our paper, that's our book, as you can see here. So we have three images of this book. Due to our architecture perspective, we have, I forgot to mention that based on our architecture perspective, we have come with modern cloud-native approaches. It means like our application is containerized. It's like running in the Docker. And it provides also some advantages for us. It means like it can be truly say run anywhere, and it's pretty easy to share and to build and to use it. So as well, we have provided some tests. It's truly say a lot of them, but this one it provides a full life cycle test. We call it that way. It means that like it provides the whole life cycle that I explained to you before, with all communication between the services. So let's start. But before that, we need to run our application. Am I correct? So here I'll just type a command that will nowadays in our eyes will build and run our application. So like everything is true. So let's start. We have, sorry. I maybe a bit quicker than I thought. So we provided this test. They are really good parameterized. And for example, we will run with ChatGPT endpoint. So let's take a look. It needs some time until it will provide for us some responses. So let's wait a bit. And as you can see, it's already provided first kind of a response. It means a response from our first service called scan to text. As you can see, we have already some data like ISBN, like phone number, like name of publisher, title, author, and so on and so on. So let's wait, and oh my God, it's already done. So what we can see here. Second response, I hope that you can see it. It provides for us the JSON formatted data of our previous response. And after that, on the third one place, we see our Mark 21 output. So in general, that's it. Okay, let's wait. And I make it wrong. So thanks for attention.
Thank you very much. Well done. So, time for questions. Mr. Pokorny, for example. Microphone.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I like it. I'm impressed. We will look forward to try it on a large sample of data. And I have a question. It seems that you, when you try transform or map recognized entities like author, title, year of publication to Mark 21, you didn't use any mapping table, and you will find this data directly from GTP, right?
Can we like?
Because all the way how to solve it is recognize layout of book cover and so on. But I like it this way. But I would like to be sure that this is the way you have used, right?
Yeah, if we will use the easy OCR model, it will recognize only the characters that are in the images. However, if we can use the ChatGPT model, it will definitely generate some more data regarding the book, so you will have more than you have in the images.
Yeah, perfect. I like it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I think there was a hand over there, or yeah, okay. 2 questions, good.
Great presentation. I have one question and one remark. So which model performed better? Because I'm very interested in this. Like in the beginning, easy OCR or like inputting the image into the GPT? Or do I understand it correctly? I mean the first part.
You mean like what is performing better? Yeah, it's definitely ChatGPT because easy OCR just recognizes the characters from the images, but ChatGPT can generate more information or more precise, let's say, word recognition.
Okay, and the remark, you showed your OpenAPI secret key and you should probably change it. So
I will revoke it right now.
We will revoke it. It's
just making sure.
Because it's just for a demo, yeah, we have filled in. Yeah.
Thanks for letting know, everyone.
Can I very briefly appreciate the amount of bravery you have to run a live demo from a terminal in front of everyone, and it works amazing. Thank you very much.
There was a question all the way up.
Yeah, thanks for presentation. It was very impressive. I have two questions. Like, what's the accuracy of this tool? Because as we know, ChatGPT sometimes gives not correct answers. And the second one is like we have to pay like some amount of money to use ChatGPT. And how this process will be done? Like, user should create own like account, or you have some general account for everyone?
Yeah, for our services, you just need to provide your API key for this ChatGPT, and you definitely need to register in the platform of ChatGPT and create this and put some money there, as we did it for our testing services. And you asked regarding accuracies. Yeah, we also had a prompt tuning for the ChatGPT, so it won't create any additional data that we don't want to. Definitely, accuracy can be a problem in every transforming model that we use, but for as far as that we know, it generates precise data for the Mark 21 model.
Okay, yeah, great, thanks.
Okay, let's give the poor guy on all the way up the top who's waving the whole time to ask a question.
Hi. I wanted to firstly thank you for your presentation, and secondly, you mentioned that your solution is containerized.
Yeah, correct.
And I wanted to ask if you factored AWS or Azure costs into the costs for a single book, like, which is significantly more than like the usage of ChatGPT API, which is like cents, and the uptime of AWS containers will be like a lot.
So am I correct that like are you asking about like possibility like of hosting such an application in some cloud vendors? Am I correct?
Yep, that's correct.
In general, it's one of the benefits of containerized application. It means like you can run it in any cloud provider. It means, as you mentioned before, AWS. It can be Google Cloud provider, or it can Google Cloud Platform. I'm sorry, Azure, or it can be Oracle or any other. As well, it can be, for example, self-hosted. And as well, benefits of such an application that all of them are stateless. It means like all of them are cloud native, and theoretically, it can be, for example, scalable, such an application. Because for sure, it's need, for example, to provide some additional metadata or monitoring systems, but it definitely can scale.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you too.
Any other questions? One question from me, being a foreigner, so not a Czech person, and you gave a Czech book cover as a result.
Correct.
So how does it deal with all the special marks and accents? And maybe if you go to a different language, like Turkish, which has even different accents?
It's a good point. I explain why. Because some time ago I have tested on Cyrillic book, like, and it was fully like on Russian or Ukrainian. It also all recognized everything. So it's pretty straightforward and good solution, like from that perspective. It can work not only, for example, with Latin book, but with, for example, some other of them.
Maybe just in addition to this answer, EasyOCR have, I guess, 80 languages possible to use. ChatGPT is definitely much better in this. So both these ways, either OCR like free and payable, can detect like really huge amount of languages.
Okay, thanks. Any other questions? Then thank you very much. Big applause.
Thank you.